Yes, you have found the Floppernomicon. Look upon my object of power and learn its many secrets. Yes, this game, one of my favorites. Ooh. You know, I got my first kiss while playing this game.
Good evening. It is Friday night. In fact, it's the third Friday night, which means it's time for ComedyFLOPS all-you-can-eat improv. Hooray! Yay! Woo! I'm your host, Creme Fraiche, and we have a fun show planned for you tonight. Some of your favorite games, definitely some of our favorite games. And as you know, if you've watched us before, every show we do every month is to support a different charitable organization within the Tompkins and Cortland County communities. And this month we are supporting the Friends of the Ithaca Youth Bureau. They raise money to help provide youth activities here in our community. So if you look below me, you will see our fundraising link. Thank you, Rigamarole, for creating that short URL. And we would love it if you would contribute to help them. Remember, it's for the kids. If you love the kids, a chance to help them. If you don't love the kids and you just don't want them on your lawn, this is another way to keep them in a centralized place with activities. So wherever you are, make a small contribution if you can. All right. So everything we'll do tonight for you is entirely made up on the spot. The only thing we know are the games we'll play for you, but you're an important part of this equation. So as we start a game, we'll ask you for suggestions, and we'll ask you to type those suggestions in the chat so we can see them, and we will weave them into our games. So before I introduce the cast, I'll tell you our first game tonight. We will need from you the names of celebrities or historical figures or fictional characters, and that will be for a game called Karl Barks. But before we get to that, let's welcome tonight's cast. I usually end with this cast member, but he's a really critical part of our team and our tech operations. He keeps this whole mess going. Let's welcome Rigamarole. Ooh. Riggy. Hey. Hey, Riggy. Let's see. Oh, there's so many good ones to choose from. Well, I'm going to go with the man you know as Joe Lobb, but we have a secret name for him as well. We call him Pesos. Let's welcome him. Los Pesos.
Pesos.
Well, it's a cloudy night now. It's going to rain around midnight. And so if you look up in the sky, you won't see the Moonman, but you can see him here tonight on All You Can Eat Improv. Ooh. Looking just like that. If you're getting a little hungry later as we go through our show, you might want to just make yourself a nice batch of Propcorn.
Oh, hello.
Oh, delicious.
Ooh.
And finally, making her summer debut after being away in that strange land of Boston. Let's welcome back Hand Rations.
Give her a hand.
That's right.
Give her a ration.
She'll give you one. Okay, now let's start off our show tonight with a game called Karl Barks, and let's see what suggestions we might have. Okay, we have one. Let's get a couple more celebrities and famous people and historical figures. Here they come. Oh, Leathertown Entertainment is one of my favorites. So we're going to start with that. You can keep populating the chat while we do this. The game is Karl Barks. We're going to take these names and we are going to mess them up in weird ways. So if you had given us Karl Marx, we'd say when he's a dog, he's
Karl Barks.
Yes, exactly. But we're going to start with one of my favorite actors, a big popular character here in the Fraiche Kane household, Mr. Bruce Campbell of Evil Dead fame. So let's do Bruce Campbell to start off the show. Joe Lobb.
When he's in Canada, he's Mr. Moose Campbell.
Nice. Propcorn.
Or if he's in Canada, he's Mr. Goose Campbell.
Also true. Well, when he's in Camden, New Jersey, he's Mr. Bruce Campbell Soup.
Swipe that around. It's Soups Campbell.
That's true too. Propcorn.
If it's all falling apart,
Yeah.
he's Loose Shambles.
Yes. When he's an expert in the outdoors, he's Bruce Campwell. Moon.
When he's gambling on a Christmas tree, he's Spruce Gamble.
Mm-hmm. Riggy.
When he finds himself relieving himself in the bushes, he's dropping a deuce brambles.
Joe Lobb.
When he's messing people up in a fight, he's Brute Scramble.
Propcorn.
If he's an oddly shaped geometric figure, he's Rhombus Campbell.
Okay, we've got a lot of mileage out of Bruce Campbell. Let's pick another one. Oh gosh, some good ones.
Moonman's got one.
Oh, okay,
There's
Moonman,
that
sure,
one.
of course. Go ahead.
If he's a steer with a webcam mounted on him running amok, he's Loose Campbell.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, it's true. So I'm going to give you a three-part one. We haven't done a three-part one that I recall. Our next one is Princess Leia Organa. Princess Leia Organa.
I want to make a correction to buy time for everybody. We did do Supreme Court Justice last show, so we did a 6-parter last time. So
did we really?
Yeah.
And we
I don't think anybody referenced the Supreme Court Justice part.
I did.
But it's did you? Okay. Oh, Rigamarole. Okay. So it's Princess Leia Organa. Yeah, go ahead, Moonman.
When she's sold at the farmer's market, she's Princess Legume Organic.
Nice. When she's a banker, she's Princess Peya Organic. Everybody's thinking.
Oh, it's low-hanging fruit, but
go for it, Joe Lobb.
When she's a porn star, she's Princess Leia Orgasma.
It's right there. Riggy.
When you're buying your grandma a knick-knack, you're sending her a priceless heirloom for Nana.
Popcorn.
Well, say you're in a pizza parlor and you got this oven going and you need some seasoning. She's minced Clea oregano.
She is.
Okay, yeah, it's true. It's true. Let's hand rations, yes.
When the Grinch just stole all your presents, she's Christmas Day, it's gonna.
Okay. That's totally true. Yeah, Moonman.
When she takes an elderly relative on a cruise to Hawaii, she's Princess Cruise Lay for Grandma.
Okay.
She is.
Now
Yeah,
Grandma's
total.
getting everything. She's getting a cruise. She's getting,
It's going all to Grandma. It's going all to Grandma. Yeah. Joe Lobb.
When she's watching someone buy fabric in a fabric store, she's witness, paya, organdy.
Okay. All right, let's do a new one. Let's do Marie Antoinette. Marie Antoinette. See if she had an unfortunate end. Let's see if we can make it a little bit better for her. Riggy.
Buying time for everybody else. When she ain't all that, when she is hitting them 3-pointers like they're nothing, she's Marie nothing but net.
Okay, nice. When she's really got to go, she's ma pee in toilette. Joe Lobb.
When she's cautiously wading into a river, she's my knee got all wet.
Hand Rations.
When she's getting blackout drunk, she's party and forget.
Riggy.
When she's betrothed to an animal doctor, she's married a vet.
All right, last one. And let's go with Harrison Ford, keeping the Star Wars theme together. And of course, in honor of the fact that the 5th Raiders film is coming out. So Harrison Ford. Moonman.
When he's in Norway, he's Harrison Fjord.
Ford. Indeed he is. Propcorn.
When he's just been birthed, he's Harrison's cord.
Joe Lobb.
When he's pretending to be a former NPR radio host who is not real happy with things, he's Garrison Board.
Mm-hmm. Thought I saw Riggy. Did I see Riggy?
I see Hand Rations. Go ahead, pass it over. Hand Rations.
When he's going on vacation to a European country, he's Paris and toured.
Propcorn.
When he's about to go on a CPAP machine, he's Harrison Snored.
Yeah. Riggy.
Well, hello there, fine woman. Would you care, fair Miss Gord?
When he sadly sheds his mortal coil, he'll be Harrison stiff as a board. That it? Okay.
I have a sentence for it, but it says, but dare kiss more?
Yeah, okay, Propcorn.
Okay. When he's become mythic but is slightly warped about it, he's embarrassing Lord.
Okay, there we go. That is Karl Barks. Our next game tonight is called Bing. This is where we're going to do a 2-person scene for you. And this is going to be a game for the Moonman. And let me see, Hand Rations. And yes, you've been chosen tonight for tonight's game of Bing. And I've asked our audience for a relationship that 2 people can have. And I don't see one, so I'm going to make one up off the top of my head. You are bank robbers. And so for folks at home watching us, how this game works is they're going to do a scene. And at any point in the scene, I'm just going to say Bing. And whoever last spoke has to change up their line in a new weird way. And we'll see what happens. All right. Bank robbers.
All right, here's the mask.
Okay. Got the masks. We got the big bag with a $sign on it. Got the water guns that look like real guns. I think we're ready to go in.
Wait, we just need the note.
Right, the note. Were you in charge of the note?
I failed English. I'm not really great with words.
Forgot to write the note. This is so like me.
All right.
Bing.
I forgot to write the note. This is so like you.
I know. I'm new at this. I've never robbed a bank before.
Bing.
I'm new at this. I've never wandered into a bank naked before.
Hey, it's fine. The bank robbing got a bit stale, so now we're just trying to spice things up. Listen, a picture is worth 1,000 words. So we can just make our impressions there, leave the note behind. They'll remember us enough to write the note themselves.
Although, you could write the note on me.
Bing.
You know, we could just buy a billboard outside the bank and put our note up there.
Bing.
We could send in a singing telegram with our demands just as we go in.
Oh my God, that's a great idea. My sister's actually a singing telegram, and she's been out of work for a while, so she'd love to be included.
And as long as she's good with us paying her after.
Yeah, I think that just the idea of getting paid at all. She just wants to be included.
Bing.
The idea of getting paid at all. She doesn't have a lot of trust in us.
Bing.
The idea of getting paid at all. She doesn't know how money works.
Then we can get her cheap. I'm going to call her. Hey, what are you doing? We're over behind the bank. Can you come meet us? All right, I'll see you in a minute. All right, your sister's on the way.
Okay. So, what exactly are we going to teach the singing telegram to say?
Something along the lines of "Give me money."
Bing.
Something along the lines of "Hand over the cash now, or I'm going to make you all get naked."
Bing.
Something along the lines of "We've got your families held hostage. Give us all your money, or we'll bring them here."
We've got your families held hostage. Yeah, I think that works for a good song.
Bing.
We've got your families held hostage. You know, I think I have a good enough voice that I can go into the singing telegram business.
All right. We should probably get you a fancy hat, though. Here's some tinfoil.
Yes, I've always wanted a tinfoil hat.
Bing.
I can make one of those little sailboat hats out of this.
Bing.
I can make a little paper crane that can sit on my shoulder with this.
And on the plus side, they won't be able to read your mind while we're in there.
Exactly.
All right, we ready to do this?
Mm-hmm.
Squirt, squirt.
Me.
Oh, wait. Let's put the masks on.
Oh, of course.
And scene. All right. I feel like that's not going to be a successful robbery.
Probably.
Yeah, but
I have hope for them.
Do you?
Part
Good.
of a great singing telegram business.
Sure. Well, you've got to start somewhere. That's it. You got to start somewhere. And so our next game is going to be called Interrogation. Dun, 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 dun. And Interrogation, one of our flops has committed a heinous crime. And we're going to need your help to help us figure out what that is. Our criminal this time around is Rigamarole. Shame, Riggy. Shame on you. I know. Why'd you do it? And he's going to take his headphones off so he can hear the rest of what I'm saying. I'll signal to him when it's his turn. But Rigamarole committed a terrible crime. So in the chat, tell us what it is you think he did. I see a suggestion there. That's great. So the first thing we'll determine is what it is he did. What odd thing. Second thing we'll try and determine is what celebrity he did it with. Who was his celebrity accomplice? And then finally, we'll try and figure out why he did it, right? And so take a moment, populate those ideas in the chat, what it is he did, who helped him do it, and why they did it. And I've got some good suggestions from our previous game I can also incorporate in there. So our interrogators in this game are going to be Propcorn and, once again, hand rations. So let's see them. They know what he did. but Riggy doesn't know what his crime is, and so he'll have to figure it out from the clues they give. So starting off here, let's oh, this is terrible. Riggy stole a jump rope from the playground. Stole a jump rope from the playground. I know, shocking, right? Now he had, I don't know if you know this, he had an accomplice in this, and his accomplice was actually Dracula. Yeah, Dracula helped him out here, right? Yeah, it's true. It's true. But there's a reason this happened. And the reason it happened is we don't let Riggy play his favorite games here on All You Can Eat Improv. That's why. So again, to review, he stole a jump rope from the playground. His accomplice was Dracula, and he did it because we don't let him play his favorite games here on All You Can Eat Improv. Okay? So with that, I'm going to jump off the screen, and we'll welcome Riggy back on with hand signals.
Get him in here!
Come on, come on.
Get him in here!
All right, you wanted to talk to me, I'm here.
How could you?
How couldn't you?
Well, I'm not the type to jump to conclusions.
Yeah? Well, you dragged down an innocent man here today, so you must be.
Huh. Well, it seems you got yourself all tied up in this crime, so I don't know how innocent you are.
Yeah, well, they call me the crochet master, of course.
Crochet.
Yeah, you're walking a thin line, buddy. You really are.
I see. You guys aren't interested in the other crimes. You're only interested in a select crime.
What you do inside is your business, but this is playground crime, mister.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the old double Dutch crime. Nothing worse.
Yeah, that's right. You may catch me beating the best at hopscotch out there.
I don't think you were winning anything.
Well, you must be playing by different rules, because any game I play, I'm the winner, especially Double Dutch.
No.
Well, you could have been playing that after you did the crime. But how was the material acquired in the first place?
How was I going about stealing all of the jump ropes, is what you're asking.
Ding, ding, ding.
Ding, ding, ding. Yeah, that's what we say when we got them.
Yeah,
ding,
but
ding, ding.
How on earth could you have done it with this fella?
I don't even know why this fella would want to steal a jump rope.
Yeah. How could Bram Stoker want to steal
at the stroke of midnight, for God's sake?
Well, my fairy godmother came down and gave me a hand.
Oh, this guy's no fairy godmother.
You're ruthless and toothless.
Of course. Ivan the Terrible and I go way back.
The public domain is, yeah.
Of course. Myself and Nicolas Cage.
You know, that's awfully close. But this goes way back. This, this is troublesome.
Goes way back.
Way back to
played Dracula before Nick Cage.
Ding, 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 again.
Oh, yeah, it was just Dracula. It wasn't an actor playing Dracula. It was Dracula himself.
Yep. But really, that's why you did it? For real?
Well, it seems you've got all the other facts. What do you need to know my motivations for?
Well, you seem so eager to share everything else.
Yeah, this was a really easy interrogation. I should probably make the last one harder for you.
Yeah, even if you're just letting yourself down again.
Mm-hmm. Yep, just making us go around in circles for your own enjoyment.
Yeah, you'll always catch me on the tilt-a-whirl.
Yeah, just it's all about you. Once again, all about you.
Making up your set list.
Every Wednesday it's about you, and then once a month on a Friday, it's gotta be about you.
I don't know why Andrew is starting to break the fourth wall here and call me out on my ego, but I don't think this is the proper forum for it.
Oh, you don't think this is a proper forum for it?
Yes, we should talk about this in private.
Do you have a different scene that you would like us to do this in? For example, one of your preferred scenes that you're disappointed you aren't doing.
Oh, so the thing is, now we're just out of this completely. We're now trying to figure out what one of my favorite games is, because it's all about me. Okay.
Well, unless you have to go steal little kids' jump ropes if you're not getting your way.
Yeah. We're tapping into the deep psychological backstory behind this crime. Sometimes backstories break the fourth wall.
We've gone meta here. We have gone majorly meta.
Is my motivation for this crime so I didn't have to play this game?
Or might you just be pissed off at something else?
That thing, not that you have to play a game, but the opposite.
You're right. I'm so mad that John didn't pick any of my favorite games.
Ding, 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 ding,
ding, ding, ding, ding. We got him.
That's not a crime.
It's a motivation. Weren't you paying attention to the structure?
No, don't you understand that it's all about me? I don't read the rules. The game is, if I'm in it, it's important, and if I'm not, it's not. Your job is to know the rest of this. I'm just supposed to say things.
And to hell with the little kids.
Yeah, screw them kids.
Take them away.
Take them away. Don't make me come over there.
So Riggy, what you actually supplied the motivation and what you put in the chat. I saw that and I was like, oh, that's got to be the reason. Well done, everyone. Way to keep crime off our streets. All right, so the next game we got is for Joe Lobb and, well, apparently once again, Hand Rations. Good evening and welcome to Comedy. That's right. And this is called the Alphabet Game. And how this game works is these folks are going to do a two-person scene. Each successive sentence will begin with the next letter of the alphabet. And what I've asked from you is a letter, simply a letter to start our scene with. I will give them a relationship from the suggestions you gave us earlier. And of course, I'm going with this one from our friend Leathertown Entertainment. I'll tell you the relationship first is going to be Gravedigger and Corpse. and see what you can do with that. So they're going to have a timer. This is a time game. We're going to see if they can do this scene in 90 seconds, starting each next sentence with the next letter of the alphabet. And to start us off, Andy has given us a suggestion to start with, and we're going to start with the letter P. The letter P, and right in the middle of the alphabet. And whoever says the first line, I'll start the clock when that happens. Gravedigger and Corpse.
Please be careful with that shovel.
Quiet, you. Corpses aren't supposed to talk.
Really?
do, but most don't.
Talking is one of my superpowers.
Unfortunately.
Very unfortunate for you. Aren't you scared? Aren't you creeped out?
Well, this is my 5th talking corpse of the day. I've gotten used to it.
Extremely high number.
Yeah.
0, I would have guessed. I mean, you're awfully young to be doing this, aren't you?
A lot of people tell me I look young for a gravedigger. I say I look old for a grave robber.
Basic logic.
Couldn't be more sound.
Don't put that thing between my ribs, please.
Everyone always complains when I get to this part.
For real, it hurts.
Genuinely, just pretend it's not there.
Have you any plans for me after you've dug me up?
Imagine a world where corpses are among the living.
Time.
Oh.
Oh, so very close. Very close. JKLMN. Oh,
not
so
really.
Not really that close.
Okay, not really that close at all, but a good effort and an interesting scene. So, because you've entertained me with your scene, and I think the rest of your castmates and our audience as well, we're going to have you continue that same scene, starting where you left off, but working backwards till you reach, I think you're on the letter G now. What letter are you on? H-I.
We were on I.
Yeah.
Okay, so start with I and work your way back toward I, and we'll see how that goes.
I wasn't joking. It does hurt.
Here, you try digging for a change.
Go on, you're kidding me.
For so many years, the corpses just lied here and did nothing. I want to see you do this job.
Eternity is supposed to be a time of rest.
Death is just the next stage of this capitalistic machine.
Capitalism, always with the capitalism.
But it's powering everything.
And you think communists don't die either?
0 that I know.
You best learn about them.
Examine the texts, and you'll find that all communists are immortal vampires.
What a theory.
Very sound logic.
Understandable.
Tell you what, how about we look more into this communism and mortality theory once you finish clawing your way out of this grave?
Sounds good to me.
Right, now I'm going to get my library card here.
Right, no grave robber should be without a library card.
Time.
Oh, now that was close.
Well,
Was
it was not really, but it was still good. It was still a good effort. And more importantly, it was a really interesting scene. And that's what I care about. So thank you.
The world building was there.
That world building was there. And so who gave us that suggestion? Oh, well, once again, Leathertown Entertainment with Gravedigger and Corpse. Thank you for that. That was good. That was good. Let's see what's next. Next is Foreign Movie Dub. Okay. So this is going to be a game for 2 actors, and the 2 actors will be Propcorn and Joe Lobb will be the actors in this game. And they're going to show a scene from the wonderful foreign film entitled, let me see here in our suggestions, if I can find where that is. Where are our suggestions? I've lost them. They're here somewhere. Oh, show chat. That helps. Oh, one of my favorites. We're going to see a scene from Brick Soup. Brick Soup. It's a great foreign film. I think it just showed at Cannes, so that's very exciting. And of course, because it's a foreign movie film, it's been dubbed. So sorry about that. But that's okay. Rigamarole and I are well versed in Outer Slobovian. So we will dub the dialogue right in for you. And I guess I'll dub for Joe Lobb. Riggy, you want to dub for Propcorn?
Yeah.
And let's see the scene from Brick Soup. That is not how you stir.
Why can't I stir like this? I've been stirring for 2 hours, you.
Who tells you must do it robustly like man? Shake it up. Shake it up like
Here, you do it then. I'm sick and tired of your bull crap.
I will show you how to do. I will first get myself prepared. It's like you're pulling on a cow teat, and then you stir, 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 stir.
Wait. I've got an idea.
Good, right? It's good. Pretty good. See, when I make it, it's much better. Oh, what are you doing? On my shoes. Why on my shoes?
Because I didn't want to get it on my shoes. My shoes still taste good.
Did your parents drop you on your head? Maybe a little?
Pardon me. Did your shoes... How much are your shoes cost?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's all I can count to.
No,
5.
you don't have to count. Don't count all the way. My shoes, me, my shoes taste good because they're expensive. And they're good at smacking.
But they stink. Give over here.
Woo! Good.
Oh.
That's what I say. It smells good.
Oh, it tastes like dog poop.
Well, that's my favorite flavor, after all.
Now I'm going to hurl.
Oh, quick! Into the soup. I'll stir.
Now you're getting it. Now you're getting it. See, all you needed was a good mentor.
Are you ready? Here comes the train.
Okay, choo-choo. Very chewy.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
put it in my mouth
gum.
now.
Okay, catch.
No, don't throw it. Ah! It missed.
All right, I'll throw it again.
Stop it. Actually, hit my feet. I'd love it if you hit my feet.
Oh.
Don't touch them. No. Don't touch. Only soup can touch my feet.
But I've never seen such beautiful feet before.
I gotta stir.
Yes.
Hold the pot up.
Stir them with your feet.
This tastes like barf.
You know, you're right. But it's good.
I think that I should put it on my chest, clearly.
Well, okay. I don't get it, but sure, you're crazy. You're a crazy nut, you are.
Well, give me a little stir. Then, we'll see who's crazy. How about that?
All right, here.
Yeah.
Here's the brick. It's brick soup. How are we going to make brick soup if we don't finish it with a brick?
All right. Plop.
Wow.
Stir. I think it'd be easier to stir this if we both weren't sitting inside of it.
No, you make a good point. So, I'll let you stir it, and I'll get out.
Here I go.
I like your technique. It's quite good.
Ow! Ow!
What?
Oh, I gotta sneeze.
Oh. No, not in the soup, not in the soup. Oh, the batch is ruined. No.
Stir.
You've ruined it.
I've improved it.
No, that's too much. You've disgraced your family is what you've done.
No.
Yes.
This is just like, I'm gonna point my finger like a gun at you, and then bang, a bullet's gonna fly out of my finger.
No, you've ruined the brick soup. You must take this poison pill now.
Oh, please.
All right.
There
you go.
Tell
farewell, comrade.
Clarice. Goodbye.
Okay, I will. Bye. Could you get on with it, please? Thank you. Thank you. All right, now I stir the soup.
Bye-bye. Stir.
Yes, bye-bye. Das Vidania. Die already.
Stir.
So hard to get good help these days.
Bye-bye. Still here. No one's gonna call scene for Andrew. He's just gonna sit on the floor for the rest of the game.
Yes.
Stir,
this is a very long film.
Stir. And, I think I'm out of the game. Scene.
All right. I was wondering if anyone would call scene for us, and I liked that they just let it go.
I didn't know if we were allowed to call scene.
Yeah, I would have. we would have accepted that. Sure.
I checked the time, and I saw there was plenty of time, so I just
just let it go, let it wind down.
Go. I could keep stirring.
Yep. You stay away from that soup. Woo.
Absolutely.
This is what happens when we lose Wormhammer for the night. No one stops us.
That's right. Nobody's going to stop us here. That's true. So we're going to finish off our first set with a game called Last Flop Standing. This is going to be a debate game. What we need from you is something to debate. And so in the chat, if you could, give us some things that we could possibly debate, and we will do just that. The game is a 4-minute game, time game. Each flop, a flop will get a chance to start the debate. And at any point, someone who's not speaking can ask to be acknowledged. They'll make a point about what they think is the truth. I'll rule on whether I agree or not, and it'll be as arbitrary as I feel like. And if I rule in their favor, they take over talking. If I rule against them, the other flop continues talking. Last Flop Standing at 4 minutes is tonight's winner of Last Flop Standing. And it comes with all the rights, privileges, and honors therein. So let's see. We have a couple of things. And so I'm going to ask you, would you like to debate either A, remake or original, or if you should wash your car or wait for rain?
A.
Okay. Okay, let's show of hands for A, which is remake or original.
We got time for both tonight, I think.
We might. Let's see how it goes. I think you're right about that. So we're going to start. Our first debate will be remake or original. And Moonman, why don't you start us off, and I'll start the timer when you start talking.
As far as remake or original, you really have to take it on a case-by-case basis, because at no point in time is there ever a direct correlation between what came first and what came later. Plenty of films have started off horrible and gotten better, or started out okay, got worse. I mean, my favorite example is Evil Dead. They pretty much redid that for Evil Dead 2, made it worse and made it better at the same time. It is the classic example of what could possibly happen if you try to make things worse.
Rigamarole.
Evil Dead 2 wasn't the only remake. They did another one in 2013 that sucked.
That's true.
So you want to talk about remake? If you're going to get rid of Bruce Campbell and do whatever they did for, 2013, then we got a problem. I want schlock. I want hand lopped off, chainsaw stuck on, sent back in time to medieval era Bruce Campbell with a chainsaw on his arm. I don't want anything else. And if you got deadites doing anything in an apartment building,
Propcorn.
Isn't this about purity or imitation, though?
No, it's really about remake or original. Keep going, Riggy.
It's a purity. You can't get more pure schlock than Bruce Campbell's arm lopped off with a chainsaw attached to it.
That's true. Propcorn.
Okay, what about the Patty Duke show?
Fair point.
There you go. Some things just can't be remade. Can you remake the Patty Duke show without Patty Duke? No, she was identical
Patty
cousin.
Duke remake would be better if they lopped off Patty Duke's arm and gave her a chainsaw.
Yeah, that's true.
You don't need... Yes, you can have the original actress if you really need to, but forget it. We don't need Patty Duke. We can have anybody on Patty Duke. I could play Patty Duke. If you lopped off my arm, put a chainsaw on, it's a better show.
Lobb.
Should not be playing into the history of violence against women.
That's true, but doesn't relate to our debate.
Exactly, because Patty Duke has the chainsaw on her arm. It's not violence against Patty Duke for her to have a chainsaw arm. She's doing the violence.
Hand rations.
I can do a better chainsaw sound than Reggie.
I think that's probably true. Yeah, no, that wasn't true, Riggy.
That's a motorcycle, okay? If we want a really good chainsaw,
Yeah, that's it.
And then slowly you hear the tree.
Joe Lobb.
Chainsaws clog when they're thrust into living tissue too deeply.
That's true.
Yeah, it goes, and then it stops right there.
Rigamarole.
It's debatable whether or not deadites are still living. They're kind of dead, right?
That's true. They're deadites, right?
They're called deadites. They come from the book, the Necronomicon, and it's a demon taking over the body of a person, but they're dead, really. I mean, the soul's been ripped out, and the demon's inhabiting.
Moonman.
He's talking about remakes without saying it. He's kind of glossing around it.
Yeah, I didn't hear him say remake. That's true.
Because I mean, deadites are just remade people. They're just made into better versions because they have free demons inside. I mean, you can't just get demons anywhere, but if you can get a free demon, hey, bonus. I mean, that's a lot of people remade with that bonus demon. I mean, where else are you going to get that than from the Necronomicon original?
According to my church when I was a kid, all I had to do was read Harry Potter and I found a demon.
Time. I didn't rule, so question is, because we were in the middle of a challenge, does Riggy win or does the Moonman win? Because the challenge wasn't yet ruled upon.
Is that unprecedented?
That is unprecedented.
I was talking, and as we have established, the show is about me.
Right. Well, that's true. Okay, Rigamarole wins.
Yeah.
That is his favorite thing.
Yeah, but because of this odd ending, I think Rigamarole made a point earlier, which is we could do both. So let's do that other thing that was proposed. Let's do Should You Wash Your Car or Wait for Rain?
Do you want to play?
I'll play. Sure. Who wants to time keep?
I shall do the timekeeping and the judging. Everybody, okay. So 4 minutes on the clock. Fraiche, since you didn't go the first round, why don't you start us off?
Thank you, Riggy. So this is a fair question, right? Because we live in an era now where there's water scarcity, right? And while I think most of us would like clean cars, when we use our water from the hose, we're potentially impacting other people's resources, where rain, of course, is free water. And so from where I stand, I think it's okay to wait for rain. Let nature do its thing on you.
It's a well-known fact that washing your car causes it to rain.
That's true.
We don't know quite the spiritual mechanism behind this, but it's happened to me, certainly. I've let my car get dirty and decided, okay, finally, it's time to wash it. Sure enough, 4 or 5 hours later comes the downpour.
Fraiche.
Yeah, well, Joe loves talking about his Matchbox car.
No, he's not.
I don't have Matchbox cars. What do you mean?
I don't see one in that. Yeah.
It's a small car, to be sure, but not a Matchbox car. In any case, it's happened to me. It's happened to relatives of mine. They'll start out on a nice, clear, cloudless day. They'll decide, oh, this would be a good day to wash the car. And after they've wasted all the water and the soap and worn out their chamois cleaning the car, it rains, and it does as good a job or better than washing.
Soap and water and a chamois is not wasted if you had fun.
Yeah, that's true.
You guys are all missing the real point of washing cars. It's to have a bunch of like 5 to 10-year-olds raising money for some school trip that they're not even going to remember, just putting soap and water over your car and being like, hey, I'm making a difference.
No pesos.
It's actually to have a bunch of topless women washing your car.
I almost feel like I can't say yes to that. So we're gonna go back to hand rations. Please continue.
Yeah, the progressive thing isn't to have topless women washing your car. It's to have child labor.
Okay, now, Joe Love had it all wrong. Topless men should be washing your car, and that is good.
I feel for the progressiveness of this discussion, we have to go with the topless men. Go ahead.
Thank you. Topless men, cut off jeans.
Give him a minute, Moonman. I want to hear about this.
Okay. Topless men, cut off jeans, big sponges, soaping you down nice and hot there.
Okay, Moonman.
You don't want this washing your car. That's just...
Excuse me, according to topless men washing car, this qualifies. Back to Propcorn.
Now, case in point, yes, that is exactly the point. Would you do a washing motion, sir?
Oh, Creme Fraiche.
Look, why are we viewing gender as a binary, right? We know it's a continuum. And I think saying topless women and topless men is frankly discriminatory against people on the gender spectrum. And so I think we should open it up to all people to wash cars topless. All humans topless is really what we need.
Okay, all humans topless. Yes, we can all agree we want topless humans. Go ahead, Creme Fraiche.
Okay. Now, see, this is more like it, right? And what folks, of course, don't know is that they're not wearing pants either. So
hand rations.
I feel discriminated against because I can't take my top off without this video being taken down.
All right, yes, go ahead.
Sure.
We can talk about gender as a spectrum all we want, but you know, if the internet decides that your chest looks too feminine, it's gonna take the video down. And as a comedian, I don't want to be viewed from a sexual lens. I want to be viewed as a funny lens. I want to be able to take my shirt off for comedy just like the rest of you.
And yes, you know what? Time is up and you have won. I wanted you to finish out your speech. It was really good. So, hand rations is the victorious one.
Nice.
Everyone put your clothes back on.
Take your stand for equity. This may be our best last flop standing ever. And you're all braver than I am. I thought about doing it, and I was like, no, I don't want that on the internet.
Skipped over me advocating for child labor there.
Well, so basically, Jess, what we've learned tonight is we don't care about child labor, but we apparently all care a lot about tits. So there you go.
If I'll, you know, child labor is legal in some parts of these countries, some part of this country, you know. So I feel like
me taking my shirt off in public is not.
That's right.
What a world.
Your jacket, though.
That's true.
You could do a Mia Hamm.
Sun's out, guns out.
There you go. So that brings us to halftime. We're going to take just a brief bio and refill our water break. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes with a really fun second set for you. And I will give you a hint that we're going to start off playing 186. That's the game where we make a joke around different everyday objects. So if you want to start populating the chat with everyday objects that we can make jokes around. Just do that. I also want to say we've raised so far $100 tonight for our charity, and we raised a few at our downstairs show as well. So we're doing very well. If you are able to contribute, we appreciate it. We'll see you in 5 or less.
Yeah. And bye-bye.
Oh my God.
You're on. Oh, but your audio's not. They can only hear me. Hey, everybody. Welcome back. It's the Riggy Show, starring Riggy and friends. Now you're on.
Yay, I have friends.
It's Comedy Rigs here on All You Can Eat Riggies here on Comedy Rigs.
Riggedy flops.
All right. Well, Riggedy flops. Kind of like that. All right. That's good. We might keep that. So, welcome back. We are ready to do a second set for you. And our first game in our second set is called 186, where we make a joke around a noun that you give us. So, what we need you to do in the chat is to populate it with everyday objects, nouns, etc. And if you don't give us any, then I'll just randomly make them up because I too know the English language. Oh, and here they come. Thank you. And how this game works is we'll take the object and we'll make a joke around it that goes like this. 186 blanks walk into the bar and the bartender says, "We don't serve blanks here." And then we'll make up the punchline. The blanks say, whatever it is. And that's what we got. All right, they're coming in now. Leathertown crushing it in the chat. And so, all right. Lots of callbacks in there too. I like that. So let's start with 186 bricks. 186 bricks. Your Lobb.
186 bricks walk into a bar and the bartender says, "We don't serve bricks here." And the bricks say, "You better not turn us down. We've got mortars outside."
186 bricks walk into the bar. The bartender says, "We don't serve bricks here." And the bricks say, "Well, that's no way to cement a friendship." Moon.
186 bricks walk into a bar. Bartender says, "We don't serve bricks here." The bricks say, "Well, it's rather insulting to tell us to hit the bricks."
Propcorn.
186 bricks walk into a bar. Bartender says, "We don't serve bricks here." And the bricks say, "Well, say that next time you need a Harvey Wall banger."
Hand rations.
186 bricks come in through the window of a bar. Bartender says, "Hey, we don't serve bricks here." Bricks say, "We just wanted to have a smashing good time."
Moonman and then Joe Lobb.
186 bricks walk into a bar. Bartender says, "We don't serve bricks here." The bricks say, "Well, we're just here to meet a gal. Maybe you've seen her. She's a brick."
House.
She's mighty, just letting it all hang out.
Joe Lobb.
186 bricks walk into a bar and the bartender says, "Are you kidding? We don't serve bricks here." And the bricks are all horrified. And as one, they gasp, "Oh my hod."
Riggy.
This is for nobody here, just to be clear. None of you were going to laugh at this, but somebody out there is watching and they're going to go, "Oh, I get it." 186 bricks walk to the bar. The bartender says, "We don't serve bricks here." And they're like, "Ah, man, we're just trying to get a night off. We just came off from the Knicks game."
I get it.
Oh, I did get a laugh. Okay.
And it's true. Sadly, I'm a Nets fan. It's also true there. 186 bricks walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "We don't serve bricks here." And the bricks say, "Well, you may have noticed we're kind of golden colored bricks." And the bartender says, "I don't care." And they're like, "All right, man, we're just looking for our little dog."
I was coming up with one in my head okay.
I don't know if mine was funny, so you might have a better one, but Propcorn.
186 bricks walk into a bar. Bartender says, "We don't serve bricks here." And the brick says, "Well, I've got a little note on me. Maybe you should read it." And the bartender opens up the note and reads, "But you said your special tonight is brick soup. Try again, buddy."
We went on a journey there.
We did. I liked it too. Moon.
186 bricks walk into a bar. Bartender says, "We don't serve bricks here." The bricks run back outside, throw themselves through the window.
The end. All right, let's get another one. Let's go with 186 Christmas ornaments. 186 Christmas ornaments. I have one. 186 Christmas ornaments walk into the bar, and the bartender says, "Nope, it's not the season. We don't serve Christmas ornaments here." And the Christmas ornament said, oh, just looking for a place to hang around. Come on. Riggy.
186 Christmas ornaments walk into the bar. The bartender says, we don't serve Christmas ornaments here. And the one Christmas ornament kind of distracts the bartender. Hey, my boys just need to use the bathroom for a moment. It's no big deal. We'll be in and out. And after just a little too long, they all shuffle out the door, except the last one turns around and goes, hey, you're going to want to check your hall, Mark.
And rations.
186 Christmas ornaments walk into the bar. Bartender says, we don't serve Christmas ornaments here. Christmas ornaments say, you gotta let us drink tonight. We're hooked.
Any others? Okay, Riggy.
186 Christmas ornaments walk into the bar. The bartender says, we don't serve Christmas ornaments here. And the Christmas ornaments just look devastated. They look him in the eye and they say, ah, oh, I'm shattered.
All right, 186. How about gummy worms? 186 gummy worms. Rigamarole.
186 gummy worms walk into the bar. The bartender says, we don't serve gummy worms here. Gummy worms say, eat dirt.
186 gummy worms walk into the bar, and the bartender says, no, we don't serve gummy worms here. And the gummy worms say, but look at us. We're so delicious. And rations.
This one's a bit of a journey.
Okay.
I'm ready.
186 gummy worms walk into a bar. Bartender says, we don't serve gummy worms here. The gummy worms say, hey, your sign just says, we don't serve worms here. We should get in for free. Bartender says, that's a stretch.
It was worth it. It was worth it. Riggy.
186 gummy worms walk into the bar. The bartender says, we don't serve gummy worms here. And they say, what's in the bottle of that candy-flavored tequila?
Moonman.
186 gummy worms walk into a bar. Bartender says, we don't serve gummy worms here. Gummy worms say, I guess we'll hoof it.
Propcorn.
186 gummy worms walk into a bar. Bartender says, we don't serve gummy worms here. And the gummy worms say, well, how about if we put our dentures back in?
Okay, final one. Final one.
Gummy
Yeah, go
worms
ahead, Joe.
crawl into a bar, and the bartender says, we do not serve gummy worms here. And the gummy worms say, oh, why don't you just go fishing?
All right, the final word. Final thing tonight are screws. 186 screws. Take it wherever you will. Do you have one, Rigamarole?
No, it's just doing finger.
Doing finger
exercise.
puppetry.
A little puppet show for us.
Yeah, nice. Joe Lobb.
186 screws walk into a bar, and the bartender says, no, we do not serve screws here. And the screws say, but I count 93 people. I think one for each pair would be just about right.
Propcorn.
186 screws walk into a bar. Bartender says, we don't serve screws here. And the screws say, well, what if I come back with 186 drivers?
And rations.
186 screws walk into a bar. Bartender says, we don't serve screws here. Screws say, you twisted bastard.
186 screws walk into the bar, and the bartender says, we don't serve screws here. And the screws look at each other and go, oh, yeah, buddy? Well, us, you. Moon.
186 screws walk into a bar. Bartender says, we don't serve screws here. Screws say, would you meddle with our knight, Mason?
A lot to unpack in that one. All
Couple
right.
screw types.
Yep, exactly. All right, that's 186. Nice job. And we are going to now go to a game called Sound a Booth Replay. And this is going to be a game 4 flops played in 2 teams, and the teams will be, Team 1 will be the Moonman and Joe Lobb, and Team 2 will be Propcorn and Hand Rations, I think. Yes, Propcorn and Hand Rations will be Team 2. And what's going to happen for them is Team 1's going to do a 2-person scene based on a previous suggestion, and the suggestion that we'll use for this one is going to be...
Wait. They can't hear?
We need to mute.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. Thank you. As I blow up the whole game. So, Team 2 is going to mute themselves so they can't hear me, and just give me a thumbs. Okay, that will work. Yep. All right. Thank you. I almost just went off and blew up the whole game. All right. So, like you do. And so, to inspire your scene, we're going to give you this suggestion. We're going to give you the suggestion of knights. And I don't mean knights as in nighttime. I mean knights as in knights and armor. Right, exactly. So these 2 flops are going to do a scene based on that suggestion. The other 2 flops will watch the scene, but they can't hear it. And then they will come on and they'll recreate the scene based on whatever it was they thought they saw. So let's see that scene based on knights.
Aha, Sir Varlet, at last I have caught you alone. I remember how you defeated me at the last 4 Renaissance festivals. Well, I've been practicing my skills, and you are going to die by my sword.
I've heard that before, Sir Harold. You do nothing but loaf around all day. You don't have the skill to take me on.
Ah, that was the old Sir Harold. The new Sir Harold is buffed, toned, and a nice new suit of armor. Do you like it? I mean, look at the shoulder pieces. I mean, aren't they impressive?
A little flimsy. It's more flash than function. I mean, look at this. See the chain in the pits?
Ooh, it's rotted. You must have some really strong BO. I mean, phew. Yeah, you do. Whew.
Well, it's not like you can wash this stuff.
Yeah, you got a point there. Yep.
And you're just going to rust. But you won't get a dagger through here.
Let's test that theory, shall we? But instead of a dagger, how about my mighty sword?
Well, maybe, but let's not do it. Let's not make it easy. You've got to do it blindfolded.
Ah, happens I have a blindfold right here. Okay.
And while you do that, I am just going to be right over here.
Keep talking. I think I can echolocate you. Come on, speak up. Don't be a coward.
Marco.
Polo.
Marco.
No, I'm supposed to say Marco. You're supposed to say Polo. Marco.
Oh, Polo.
Polo. Okay. 3 steps to the left, and Marco.
And boo.
Oh, gunpowder. You're not supposed to use gunpowder at these Renaissance festivals. Boy.
It was invented already. It fits the time period.
More or less. All right, so you win your next one. 5 in a row now. I'll get you next time. You just wait.
And scene. All right, there's a lot of content in there. Lots of stuff for them to draw on.
Historically rich content.
Yes, exactly. So let's see if we can get Propcorn and Hand Rations on, since they can't hear me. Oh, I'll put it in our chat.
Or you could pop your face up, and then they might.
Oh yeah, that might be a good clue too. Thank you. I was trying to spare everyone that, but there it worked. Right. Okay, so Propcorn and Hand Rations. You just saw the scene that Moon and Joe Lobb did for you, and your job now is to recreate that scene based on what it was you thought you saw. Let's see it.
So, I hear it's time that we finally redesign the Statue of Liberty.
Of course, the Statue of Liberty, the outfit is just not up to our modern standards of fashion.
Clearly, the old gown, she's holding a book, no one's doing paper books anymore. So, let's figure out, what should she be doing? She's out in the water, she's trying to greet people. Shouldn't she just be going, "Hi, everyone, welcome to America"?
Yeah, I think if she just has big arms up, like, "Hello, come in.
Hey, come on in. It's Taco Tuesday. Welcome.
Yeah."
But that might be a little too exuberant for some people. So, say a boat is coming in and she's standing out there like that, and everyone's coming in with some, barge of something. So I think she'll see that and she'll just, go, "Ooh, sticky."
Yeah, we want her to have a personality. We want her to be somebody that's relatable. So if somebody's like coming in with fish, she's not going to have her arms up welcoming them like this. She's going to react.
Yeah, she's going to react and she's going to shun them. And you know what? Maybe in the 1800s, they were constricted by where she needed to stand. But I think if she were on wheels, it would be really cool if she could just, see someone, someone coming from, say, a ship from Russia or something. We don't want them because, we don't like them this month. And she just moves away. So bye, hello.
Yeah, or she just closes her eyes like, "I'm not seeing it. I have no part of it."
Yes, or maybe there's multiples. It could be a see no evil, hear no evil, smell no evil.
Of course.
Mm-hmm. I think so too. And then the worst of it is, she's when a boatload of optometrists are coming, and she could in real time do an eye test. She could see the giant E out there. I see the E, the O, the U, and that's all.
Exactly. Maybe our modern Statue of Liberty should have glasses.
Yes. Interchangeable.
Really updating it to reflect the modern demographics of the United States. A lot of people have glasses these days.
A lot of people have glasses, and if it's endorsed by the fashion industry every day, she could try on a different pair.
I like the way you think.
We could sponsor them. One day it's the Statue of Liberty brought to you by Bausch & Lomb. The next day, the Statue of Liberty brought to you by Walmart optometrists.
Yeah, they have deep pockets. They'd want to get in on this.
They do. So we got it. Now, what do we do, though, with the old Statue of Liberty? Where should she go?
Maybe we just put her on a zip line and just send her out to sea.
Yes. There she goes.
And scene. Because you got to end on the Statue of Liberty on a zip line. That's a role of improv. Nice.
Were we close?
Not even a little. Not even a little.
Close in my heart.
Well, there you go. Moon and Joe Lobb. You want to tell them what your scene was about?
We were knights
at a Renaissance fair.
Oh, that's different.
Yeah, a little. Not a lot different, but a little bit different. Yeah.
But why were you imitating the Statue of Liberty at a Renaissance festival?
We were discussing my pit smell.
These are good points.
Yeah. See?
Strong enough to rust chainmail.
Yeah. So I don't know if other folks were paying close attention or picked up on this, but tonight's secret phrase, Renaissance Fair, was uttered, which means it's time to play Cabbage or Camel. And and I'm not putting up my background because when I do, you can't see the object. But everybody else, if you want to put up your Cabbage and Camel backgrounds, feel free to do so. And I will show you.
My background anymore.
Oh, okay. Well, what can I tell you? Then you'll be just a little less cabbagey tonight.
I wonder who cared about the group today.
Yeah.
Huh.
Just all bitching at each other. Okay, so tonight's Cabbage and Camel object is a real retro object. It is, in fact, a 2004 iPod.
Whoa.
With the wheel. Oh yeah, it's a classic. It's got the big
charge port
plug. Yeah, thank you. The hole. It's got the big hole.
Yeah, stick the thing in.
Stick the thing in. And ironically, I do have a cord that fits in it. Why? Who the hell knows? But anyway, so tonight we need to determine if this very old 2004 iPod is Cabbage or Camel.
I don't think Andrew's taking this seriously.
I lost my cabbage, so this is the closest.
Well, I think because we then need to just simply make him start and try and defend whatever he comes up with. Propcorn. Cabbage or Camel?
Well, quite clearly that is a camel, because like camels with, all sorts of things that they don't need, we're talking about this piece of technology that's basically irrelevant these days. So that is the equivalent of, a camel's hump. Why is it there? Is it a ride? Clearly it's a camel.
Okay. Propcorn says camel, but I don't know, Moon, you looked a little bit skeptical to me. What do you think?
Oh, I actually wasn't skeptical.
No? Oh, okay. I misread the look.
Well, that's because I'm holding, my little shuffle here, which is
nice.
Quite outdated.
Yeah, totally.
But while it's outdated, it's still functional. I mean, you get an outdated cabbage, it is no longer functional.
That's true.
So it's got to be a camel.
Well, unless you make it into kimchi, but that's okay. Yeah, Riggy, you look like you went out and got something, but I did see Joe Lobb's hand there. So, Joe Lobb, what do you think?
Yeah, this was a tough call for many of my higher senses, and when that's the case, I drop down to touch, specifically taste and touch. And if you were to bite into a cabbage, it would be crunchy. If you were to bite into that device, it would also be crunchy. A camel,
it's got chips.
Yeah. A camel, by contrast, would be kind of mushy, and besides, the camel would probably bite you back worse. So I'm going to go with cabbage.
Okay, Joe Lobb going with a different direction. Says cabbage. Riggy, what do you think?
I was gonna go the other way, but I think after hearing Joe Lobb's defense, yeah, sure, a camel could bite me, but I could kill a camel. A cabbage, on the other hand, once you get your hands on that thing, it's already lived its whole life. So I think when we get down to that object there, is it still work? It still works?
It doesn't.
Oh. That changes it.
That changes it, sure.
Yeah, I mean, basically what I'm getting at is I'm not going to get the chance to kill that thing. Just the same way I'm not going to get the chance to kill a cabbage.
True. So,
you got lipstick on. He's got lipstick on over there.
So you can put lipstick on a pig.
We're just ignoring it.
Thank you.
Yeah, I got it. We got it. So, Riggy, I don't know if I caught your conclusion. What do you think?
Cabbage.
Cabbage. Go with cabbage. So, okay, we have two that say cabbage, two that say camel. And Rations, what do you think?
See, I think we're all ignoring the essence of the object, the thing that makes it an iPod, and that's the capacity for music.
Sure.
And really, between a cabbage and a camel, I feel like a camel has much more capacity for music. Might not know the academic sense of music, but like instinctually, it can pick up on rhythm. It can make noises. Have you ever tried to listen to a cabbage make music? You got to do all the work. You can use it as a percussive instrument, but really, between the two, the camel's capacity for music is much more like an iPod, and therefore I'm saying camel.
Okay. So we have 3 camels and 2 cabbages for this iPod. There were a lot of truth spoken in tonight's episode of Cabbage or Camel, but cabbage choosers, I hate to tell you this, it is in fact a camel. And the reason it's a camel, of course, it stores things. Camel stores water. The iPod stores music, right? And so that is why this particular, I think it's maybe third generation iPod is in fact a camel. Now, if we were talking about this later model, which is denser and infinitely more crunchier, this would have been a cabbage. It is, as Riggy said, also dead, so it's ready to be crunched. So, but this early one, camel.
So we all learned something today.
We all learned something today, and isn't that really what it's all about? Sure.
Heck yes.
Thank you.
Yes. And that's tonight's episode of Cabbage or Camel, which brings us to our next game. And I'm going to do a switch out because I realized I put 2 guessing games in, and I was like, oh, they're kind of the same. I was doing this while I was doing 15 other things. So I'm going to sub in instead Pyramid, which is an all-play game. And Pyramid, for folks who may not have seen it yet, is a game that will involve the entire cast. We'll start with 1 flop. They're going to do a scene based on a random topic I'll give them in a moment from our chat. Another flop will join the scene. They'll start an entirely new scene until we have 5 flops doing a scene, all tied in with that theme. And then they'll work their way back down till there's only 1 flop doing their first scene again. And who's it going to be? Who's going to start us off? Is it going to be Joe, Lobb, or Riggy? While they figure that out, I'm going to give them something to inspire their scene. And
Dave,
I'll tell you the word, and then some. You. Riggy, you want to do? Do you want to start, Riggy?
No, I'm asking Dave if he wants to do it, but I think he's in the chat.
Well, I'm gonna tell you that the thing. Okay, it's decided.
I was right.
Yeah, it's cake. Cake is going to be what you are going to start your scene around. Cake.
Boy, I hope this toenail cake goes well with the brick soup that I'm having as the main course. I've got a lot of toenails in here. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I get to lick the spoon. Oh boy, I sure do love that. Well, now I just have to sit and hope that somebody comes to this party. I mean, it'd be a shame if I had to eat all this by myself. No, I better put them in the oven before I get tempted to eat them all raw. Okay. 450 degrees, 35 minutes. Oh, look, here's a toenail that fell on the floor.
Well, I sure hope that Timmy likes his cake that we're making for his birthday. I mean, he's wanted a Cookie Monster cake for years.
Well, I tried, but I mean, you see the result. It didn't come out remotely looking like it does on the internet.
Well, it's a monster anyway, so I guess we just put more blue sprinkles on it. And, like, a cookie on the mouth.
Okay.
Do you think that'll give them nightmares?
Yeah, I think, boy, that is a one surrealistic looking cake. You're onto something here.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Maybe we can say it's a Cthulhu cake or something like that. Like, maybe one of those, like, eldritch beings.
Okay, children. Thank you for coming to Billy Zonka's cake factory. By this point, only one of you was supposed to be left alive to win the factory. Yay.
Me. I want a factory. I've never had a factory before. I want a factory.
Right. The problem is there's 2 of you. So we have to deal with this somehow, and I'm open to suggestions on how to get rid of one of you.
Popcorn guns at 25 paces.
Sharing is caring.
I'm tempted to go with the second one as some sort of moral lesson. Oh, we split the cake factory down the middle. You're the real mom of the factory. But something tells me that wouldn't be satisfactory to the conclusion of the story arc.
Okay, I guess popcorn.
So, I lost the bet, and here I am at a pancake eating contest with 100 pancakes in front of me. Guys, this is my first year here. Y'all have done this before. What's the secret?
Syrup. Lots and lots of syrup. It lubricates as it goes down.
Shuffle them like a deck of cards, and then just...
If you barf into your sleeve and then close it quick, they don't notice.
They don't notice. So, syrup, sleeve, and shuffle them. Okay,
it's the three S's of pancake eating contests.
Okay, but here we are. There's like 50 pancakes in, and I'm starting to feel it. Y'all are still here. One of us is gonna have to drop out, right?
All right, kids. Today is gym class. We're here to learn one thing. This is a line of urinals. Your job, your one and only job, is to aim for the blue urinal cake.
Oh.
There's been some problems in here. The janitors have been complaining. It's about time you learn. So everybody step up to a urinal. And
Is that okay? Is it okay if I aim with my bow and arrow instead? I don't have to go.
That's fine. Just it's more of a mental exercise.
Are you meaning to say that that's not a breath mint?
It's not a breath mint. I mean, it might help your breath, Timmy, but it's not safe for human consumption.
God, this looks like Teagle Hall. Urinals as far as the eye can see.
Hold on. Jeremy's got his hand up.
Yeah, I hurt my wrist and I'm pee shy. Can I just use a stall?
Yeah, you can. You can use a stall. Just pretend the hole in the bottom is the urinal cake. All right.
Fair, no fair. How are we going to know if he's peeing or not? He could just be making noises.
Not everybody has to pee.
Wait, I thought Jeremy was Jewish.
We're not going to go into that today. We're just mostly focusing on the urinal cake.
The cake.
In fact, that urinal's missing one. I'll be right back.
So, I got my 50 pancakes in your sleeve, right?
Mm-hmm.
In your sleeve. Uh-huh.
It's great moisturizer.
He's going to win now. He's got all our best secrets. We each only had one. He's got all three. That was not right to tell him. I feel kind of stupid.
I'm going to try one more.
You can do it, buddy.
Ooh, guess not.
So popcorn guns, how many paces?
25.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Fast forward to 25 and fire. I missed. Oh no.
I also missed.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm thinking maybe I'm going to run a different contest. Get two different kids. One a little bit more killable than the other. But on your way out, maybe... I'm just kidding. You get nothing! You lose! Good day, sir!
Oh.
Okay, so I think the Cthulhu cake is starting to come to life. Do we have like a kid to sacrifice to it? Like, not all of these are our kids.
Let's put it in the oven real quick and see if we can kill it by cooking it.
Okay.
It just
made it angry.
Yeah, I hope so.
I'm gonna go get the Necronomicon.
Good idea. So one last little toenail. There's nothing like a fresh toenail.
And scene. All right. So for folks who don't know why we keep referencing toenail cakes in our shows, at one of our rehearsals, Mrs. Gumby, who is married to the lovely Rigamarole, brought in a cake. It was a delicious cake, and written on top of it was, "Find the toenail." And that didn't daunt us at all. We ate that cake. I don't know if anyone found the toenail, but the cake was delicious. We'd do it again.
Maybe the real toenail was the friends we made along the way.
It could be true. That could, in fact, be true. Yes, indeed. So that brings us to our next game. And our next game, I've asked you for a suggestion for an event. And the event is, in fact, Christmas in May, because it's time for us to visit with the Van Bortles. Yes. Yes. Oh, Josephilus, I see you've gotten here early.
I did, as is my habit. I think it's about time we celebrated Christmas the way the Australians do.
Oh, Josephilus, the Van Bortles don't buy into your kind of nonsense. I mean, I see your ideas have driven Cedric and Wedgeworth right off. They haven't been seen for months.
Good riddance to them, too, I say.
Well, yeah, some days I say the same thing. Really, it means we've got the Van Bortles to ourselves, doesn't it? Yes.
It does.
Yes. I don't know where they are at the moment, but... Well, I suppose I should be sporting and wish you a Merry Christmas, even though it is May.
And a Happy New Year. Of course, any year day is the start of a new year, if you think about it, so...
Well, I suppose
Happy
that's
New Year
true.
to you.
Yes, Happy New Year to you, Josephilus.
May 23 and a half be a good year.
Yes, yes, indeed. I say, have you seen Stefan lately? Oh, my goodness!
Oh, well, look what we have here.
Yeah, hey, I'm looking for my brother. Yeah, about yay tall, handsome guy. I don't know if you've seen him.
Well, we've heard of him. Is your brother married to that just insufferable Taffy by chance?
Yeah. That's the guy.
Oh!
Damn. My brother-in-law has just crashed yet another Van Bortles function.
Taffy.
It's during the daytime. Isn't he supposed to be rabid if he's out in the daytime? I think I'm going to check my reference books.
You ever stay up past midnight? No one calls you rabid, do they?
Yeah.
No, actually, we do call him rabid. A rabid idiot, really, you know. Oh, yes. Taffy, isn't it bad enough that you've brought one raccoon to these events? The Van Bortles, you know, hate rodents.
Why do they hate rodents so much? Why do they have so many living in their events?
You know why, Taffy. You know why.
So that I have ranks to populate my army for when I take over the Van Bortles fortune?
Van Bortles would never give you access to their fortune. They've got
access to their events.
Yes, they have.
Vinny Van Bortle here from Van Bortle Chevy Kia Yugo DeLorean. Our prices are insane. Come in for our Back to the Future pricing.
Taffy, who is this idiot?
I think it's Van Bortle. But from the personality, I would assume he spells it the wrong way.
Oh, probably, yes. He probably spells it E-L instead of L-E. Honestly. Oh, Stefan, finally you're here.
Why, look. Ho, ho, and ho.
Oh, that's not polite. That's not polite at all.
Oh no, he was talking about Taffy for all three, I'm quite sure.
Hey, buddy,
Yes.
that's my sister-in-law, okay? So you're gonna have to you have to watch the language, all right?
So why is the carpet talking?
Oh, la-di-da.
That is my brother-in-law.
Like you're some handsome mug, huh? Like you're some handsome mug. I bet you wear a wig too, don't you?
Stefan, I think probably he's got a point. I think what you meant to say was prostitute, prostitute, prostitute.
My mistake.
Yes.
It's hard keeping up with the lingo.
Oh, I know the kids these days and their modern lingo.
Information. I do not need to sell myself in that way, because if I just stay in the Van Bortles attic long enough, they will develop reverse Stockholm syndrome.
It's an interesting theory, Taffy. It's a stupid theory, but interesting nonetheless. Sure. Did you learn that?
I'm a woman of science.
You're a woman who sits at the children's table, Taffy, and there's a reason for that.
Yes, science.
Yeah, we prefer you were a woman of silence.
Yes.
That's some straight up sexism. I don't think we have room for that in the conversation, mister.
What is your name, Raccoon?
Yeah, you know what? I feel like whatever I'm gonna say here, you're gonna make fun of me for it. So maybe you just don't get to learn my name.
Oh, no, I don't really care. I was just going to be polite about it before, we killed you and made you into a hat.
Oh, you're gonna be polite about my name. Okay. If you promise you're not gonna make fun of me, then I'll let you know my name.
Yeah, no. I mean, come on.
Okay,
you make fun of Taffy, sure, but,
My name is Dr. Fuzzybottom.
I actually rather like that.
Yeah.
Yes, he has a doctorate because he is also a man of science.
Yeah, that's true. I am. I have a doctorate degree.
Well, Dr. Fuzzybottom,
From what prestigious university there?
Yes.
Well, you're not gonna make fun of me for that either, are you?
Oh, no.
Okay.
No,
I went to UCAN.
Okay.
They got the best trash at UCAN. That's what everybody says to make fun of UCAN.
But it's also true.
It is. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, it is.
No, Taffy, you would know. We know you've been through most of the trash cans in the city. Yes.
See, in my culture, that's a compliment. So I don't know what you're trying to get at there. You smug son of a gun.
Thank you for noticing my smugness. I do appreciate it. That's why the Van Bortles tend to like me best at this. Well, I have to actually go and wrap their present. I do hope you all had the good taste to buy presents for the Van Bortles. If not, well, that's on you. Farewell.
Not this Christmas in May. The lack of sunlight in the Van Bortles vents gets me all messed up.
Well, perhaps if you found a real room.
I'm working on it. First I start in the vents, then I go to the attic, then, I don't know, one of their children leaves for school and I take their place. I can do a very good Van Bortle daughter and or son impression. Thank you very much.
The only impression you'll make is when you fall out of the vent.
Well, then they'll have to call me to fix it because I have a very specific way of damaging things.
That you do. So, Doctor, I hear the trash down at the corner restaurant's rather good. Do you want to join me?
Yeah, you know what? That's the swellest thing I've heard all day. You know what? Here, Taffy, you just tell my brother headed down. What's your name again?
Stefan.
I headed down with this guy, Stefan. We're gonna go eat some trash, and maybe I'm gonna collect his organs afterward. And yeah, it sounds like a good plan, Stefan. Let's go for it.
Not a couple spare. Let's go.
Well.
Oh no, I'm trapped. I can't turn it off.
Still here.
I can't really. Every time I try to turn it off, it snaps back into. I can't. Help me out, please. No, leave me out.
You're just a raccoon forever now. I'm gonna go tell my raccoon husband about all of whatever the hell this just was. Goodbye.
Our prices are insane.
All right, and that is tonight's episode of the Van Bortles. And for folks who have seen this for the first time, if anybody out there is seeing it for the first time,
if anyone out there is seeing it
at all, that is just simply a game about one-upsmanship.
There are 7 people watching. Thank you.
Yeah, that's true. And there are, if you thought that was weird and wonderful, there are on our YouTube channel about 13 or 14 episodes of the Van Bortles. All
there's
bringing
continuity.
There is continuity, right? This is the longest form improv, right? Serial improv is what we're doing here. And you can only get that at ComedyFLOPS, folks. It is the mark of a quality truth, let me tell you. All right, we're going to finish off.
Soap opera opening every time we play the game, right? Yeah. Edit it in. It's like this time on the Van Bortles.
We could do that at halftime, too, right? Run it. Yep, it's true. All right, we're going to finish off with a little game we like to call Good Advice, Bad Advice, Worst Advice. So this is an everybody game, and so all we need from you are things you would like to have us give you advice on. First flop's going to give you pretty good advice. Next flop's going to give you less good advice, and the third flop is going to give you just horrific, catastrophic, if you take it, could end you advice. So probably best not to listen to the last flop. So let's see. I know we have a couple of questions already in the chat, but feel free to put some more in. Let's see. So the first one we have, if I can find it, where is it? Oh, there it is. This is a good one, good practical one from Leathertown Entertainment. What to do if it rains on a kid's birthday? And so, Moonman, I'm going to start with you on this one. What advice do you have if it rains on a kid's birthday?
If it rains on a kid's birthday, as long as there's no lightning and it's not that cold, I'd say use it. I mean, kids enjoy getting wet, getting muddy. It's going to be a little more work for you, but it's always nice to let kids be kids. So don't worry about the wet. Just kind of lean into it, let them have fun.
Okay, good practical advice. Good practical advice. Ricky, what do you think?
Yeah, we tried. He tried. He gave his best, but he didn't lean far enough into it. What do kids love more than getting wet? Kids love getting electrocuted, so don't stop the fun if there's lightning. You ever seen one of them clowns with a buzzer run around? Bzz, kids love that. Second, gum stick, you know, the fake gum stick? Kids love that. You know what they love more? As much lightning in their little tiny bodies as possible. Strap rods to them. Put them up on the rooftops. It's a fun time. You don't want them to fall off. This isn't a dangerous occasion. Put baby gates on the edge of the roof. Strap lightning rods to your kids, and it's gonna be the birthday party to remember. My parents did it when I was a kid, and I'm fine.
Yeah, great. That's really great. Lobb, you look skeptical.
Yeah. The rain should be used as an occasion for celebration. And we should not celebrate the way we do. We should celebrate the way the Aztecs did. And for that, what you want to do is strip your kid totally nude, put some water-soluble paint on him so when it rains, it'll all be smeary, and then have him go from neighborhood to neighborhood, door to door, asking people if they've heard the good word about Huitzilopochtli. And most people say, who the hell is Huitzilopochtli? But they hear about it and what a wonderful God he is and how it's making it rain. And it's a little known fact, but Huitzilopochtli is actually keeping track of who gets converted to his religion and who doesn't. And the person who converts the most neighbors is the last one to have his heart ripped out of him as the sacrifice. And, you know, that's worth going for, I say.
Interesting. Okay. Takes care of overpopulation too, I suppose. So excellent. Good practical solution. Let's see here. We have another question. How about this? It is from someone who I think is probably a college student, maybe networking. And this person asks, how long should they wait before sending a follow-up email? So Propcorn, why don't you start on that one? Give them some good practical advice for networking or maybe job searching.
Sure. I think it's pretty important that if you get someone's contact information, that you really want to demonstrate that, yes, they do want to hear from you, and you should follow up really between 24 and 48 hours afterwards. They're more likely to remember you at that point in time. You're demonstrating that you care. This is important. So, you know, don't sit on it, because a couple days go by and, you know, don't even bother anymore.
Well, you know, those, yeah, I guess. But, you know, I work in career development, so I'm a little more expert on this particular topic than you perhaps. So what I'll say to that is you're on the right track, but I mean, you really want to stay in front of them, you know? And so I would say email them the first email, of course. And the first time I would maybe give them 48 hours, right? And then I would send them a second. But we all know that people are busy, and so maybe they didn't see it. So each time you email them, halve the amount of time you wait. So if you waited 48 hours the first time, send it, then wait 24 hours, send it, then wait 12 hours, send it, then wait 6 hours, send it 3 hours, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Usually when you're down to 6 hours, you're getting 4 in a day. And what you'll find is they'll respond. They may not respond happily, but they will respond. Yeah. But hand rations, I don't know. I feel like you're not buying this, so what?
See, I admire the frequency, but I think you're limiting yourself by still being constrained by the medium.
Okay.
Because if they're not responding to your email, then why send another email? Because you already know that they missed it the first time. So maybe send a follow-up email a couple hours later or something like that, or a couple minutes later or whatever. I don't know, maybe they were taking a nap or something. But after, let's say, 3 hours, it's clear they don't want to use email as their form of communication anymore. They want to be visited in their dreams with you as their sleep paralysis demon. So what you gotta do is anytime that someone you're networking with, a potential employer, etc., whoever you're emailing doesn't get back to you, just check a Necronomicon out of your local library. You could get one for yourself, but really it's great to support your local libraries with this.
Oh, sure, yeah.
So you check out the Necronomicon, and you look for the chapter on sleep paralysis and possession and all that kind of thing. And then you just teleport yourself into their dreams and deliver your message there. Because you know what? Everyone's got to sleep, and they can't avoid you if you're inside they can't avoid you if you're inside their brain.
Well, that's a really, really good point. Yeah. So I would say for anybody out there who is, maybe, looking for career advice and networking, I think hand rations may be onto something there. And again, support your local library. So yeah, you're thinking it's true. So we have another question, and this one asks, how to avoid the grocery store rush. And so for that one, let us start with, how about, let's start Joe Lobb on that one. How to avoid the grocery store rush.
Well, this is fairly easy. Sit outside your grocery store for a couple days and do some recording, find out when the peak hours are and when the slack hours are. And then just adjust your schedule so that you go. My guess is that there will be something of a slack hour between 10:30 and 11:15, maybe another between 3:15 and 4 o'clock, and certainly between midnight and 3 in the morning. So you just figure out what the times are and go to the store and do your shopping unencumbered.
Sure, that makes sense. Moonman, what do you think? I'm doing this in triads in case those of you following at home.
Well, I mean, you could do some research. And the other option is to just go to the store and just chat up all the employees.
Oh, okay.
They know when it's busy. Just go around to each one of them. Say, hey, when do you get to slack off? And then, that's when you're going to want to come in and shop.
Yeah, sure. Okay, that makes sense. Riggy, what do you think?
Grocery store rush. I think the mistake is thinking that you can avoid the rush. You can't. When the store is open, there's going to be people in there. Now, what do you constitute a rush? You might think it's, depending on the size of your grocery store, it's not. If there's anybody in the store, I've got a problem. I don't want to be there. You think, that the easy solution to that is to break into the store at night. That's illegal. Don't do that. You want to escape the grocery store rush, you have to start at the bottom. You have to start at the grocery store as a worker, work your way up slowly through the chain, manager. Well, no, I'm sorry. Assistant manager. Manager. Eventually, your boss, if they're older than you, hopefully you're going to outlive them. You're going to own that grocery store. And by that point, shut the whole thing down. This place is yours. You never have to go in a grocery store with another person ever again.
That's practical. I like that. Well, we have another question that someone needs help with, and it's how to find a lost key. Hand Rations, why don't we start with you on this one? How to find a lost key?
Well, see, it depends on where you lost the key. Because if you think that it's just somewhere in your pocket or in your purse or just somewhere like that, you can feel around for a key-shaped thing. Or if your key is magnetic, you can get like a powerful magnet. And don't put it near any electronics, but you can see what magnetic sticks to it. You can also do that if you lost it somewhere that's like a bit bigger, but you have control of the space. The difficult thing is if you lost it while you were out walking somewhere, in which case you can retrace your steps, but at a certain point the key is gone. You might just have to change your locks.
Okay. Propcorn, what do you think?
Yeah, the hard thing when you lose a key, and then the adage is true, it's at the last place that you'd probably look for it. So the thing you need to do is think of, well, where is the most illogical place that you could ever, lose a key? And that would probably be in a trampoline park. So you should go to a trampoline park with a dart gun. And if you just shoot through every trampoline there, tear it apart, and then crawl under it, you're probably going to find a key.
A key.
That key, yeah. Well, I feel like that's a lot of freaking work, Propcorn. I think there's a simpler solution to this. It's an elegant solution too. I mean, of course, the thing is to do things that help us not to lose our keys in the first place, right? So I can solve this problem with 2 words: body orifices. Better key storage, right? Your key is always on you. You can never lose it, right? Now, there are better bodily storage options than others, right? Your mouth is going to be hard. It's going to make it hard for you to talk. You might chip your tooth, right?
Oh, look at that. It's 9 o'clock. Hey, thanks for coming to the show, everybody.
Rigamarole, are you getting uncomfortable?
No, it's 9 o'clock. Show's over.
You're just on mouth.
I might have stopped there, but now I'm continuing. No, I'm kidding. Lobb.
Yeah, I would just like to say that if you have lost a key, you are in deep shit. If the cartel's delivered 15 keys to you and you can only find 14 to pass on to the next level dealers, you've got a big target on your head. And I say the best thing to do is to whack who's ever involved before they get after you. That's all. But next time, don't lose that key in the first place.
Right. Yeah, that's good advice. Moon.
If you've lost the keys, the Florida keys, that's either climate change, putting it completely underwater,
That's
or
true.
It's an invasion and somebody has taken that section of the coast. I mean,
might be Jimmy Buffett, but
yeah, I mean, either way, you're probably just gonna want to call it good, take the loss.
Yeah, that's true. Riggy, yeah.
If you lost your key, how are you leaving comments? Because you need all of them on your keyboard to type.
All right. I was going to let it go, but now I'm going to continue where I was. No, just kidding. All right. That is our show for tonight. Thanks to our fantastic cast. You guys are funny as always. And thanks for folks who joined us tonight for this stupidity. If you like our brand of stupidity, well, you get to see it 3 times a month now. We are second Wednesdays at the downstairs. That's right. Third Fridays here, and fourth Thursdays at the 8 Gallery in Cortland, meaning this week coming up, 25th of May, we will be at the 8 Gallery, 7 p.m., supporting our same charity this month, and we're going to try and raise as much for them as we can. One of the nice things about in-person, if we take our shirts off, you see the whole thing, of course, but also we do some musical games as well. Those are hard to do on this format. So come check us out. Come check Ake out. It's a great
You're still
space.
not allowed to touch us.
Right, no touching.
No touching.
But you can look all you want. All right. Well, that's it. That's what we got. So have a good weekend, eh? Night, everybody.
Energized said, just have a good one. Whatever you want. Have a good one.
Bye.
Yeah, make it good. All right.